I want you to take a listen at some exchanges that have happened just over the past year. And then we'll talk about this increasing threat of violence and who it's coming from, more importantly, on the other side of the sound. Let's roll that clip.
The Tough Guy Act and these Senate hearings. You know where to find me. Any place, anytime, cowboy. Sir, this is a time, this is a place. If you want to run your mouth, we can be two consenting adults. We can finish it here.
Okay, that's fine. Perfect.
You want to do it now?
I'd love to do it right now.
Well, stand your butt up then.
You stand your butt up.
Oh, hold on.
Big guy.
Oh, stop it.
Here she is, armed with a deadly assault rifle, pointing it toward 3 Democratic members. And some people who wanted to give other people nightmares committed sedition and broke into the House of Representatives and tried to stop us while electing a president of the United States.
America's the greatest country in the world.
A staunch supporter of Donald Trump. Before she was elected, Marjorie Taylor Greene posted unfounded far-right QAnon conspiracy theories online. The Georgia representative also harassed high school shooting victims, having claimed and then retracted that the attacks were staged.
I don't even know how we got there, because I tried to make it clear how many civil rights, it doesn't just boil down to one conversation, but I can see that somebody's campaign coffers really are struggling right now. So she gonna keep saying trans, so that people will feel threatened. And child, listen, I want y'all to tell me whether or
Do
not.
not call me a child. I am no child.
I want
Don't
to
even
find
start.
out
I am a grown
which
woman.
of those
I am 47 years
emails
old. I have broken
actually
more
have.
glass ceilings than you
Chairman,
ever
I am
will.
reclaiming my time.
You will not do that. I am
Order.
not a child.
I am reclaiming my time.
If you want to take it outside,
Mr. Chairman, the committee is not in order.
So that was Texas Congresswoman Jasmine Crockett in an exchange with Congresswoman Nancy Mace, and you may have heard at the end there that she said if you want to take it outside, we can. Those were the videos we were able to pull. However, I just want to remind our viewers, in November of 2023, former House Speaker Kevin McCarthy, according to the reporting at the time, allegedly elbowed Tennessee Republican Tim Burchett. He was one of the 8 GOP House members who voted to oust McCarthy from the speakership position in October. He reportedly elbowed him in the hallway of the Capitol. On the Senate side, you heard Mark Mullen threaten to get in a physical fight with a witness at a hearing. House Oversight Committee Chair James Comer called Congressman Jared Moskowitz of Florida a smurf. Marjorie Taylor Greene called Republican Darrell Issa a pussy. So these are the things happening on Capitol Hill while very serious things are going on. And I'm telling you guys, I think that this is the year we could see 2 members of Congress come to blows. And my question to you, Angela, really is, if that happens, what is the protocol? How do we anticipate the Capitol Police would handle that? How do we anticipate? I mean, look, I would imagine if the CBC will ride for mine if I'm a member of Congress. If you put your hands on Jasmine Crockett, if I'm a member, it's a melee. We all running. It's so ridiculous to be having these conversations we on Capitol Hill talking about World Star, but this is the reality that we're in right now. And if it is the Republicans threatening, but they're saying, you want to catch me outside, then let's do that. I don't know where we go from here.
I'll tell you where we go from here, Tiff. Okay. Listen here. Listen here. What we doing? What we doing there? I'm just playing.
Oh my gosh.
You want some of me?
You didn't kiss some of me?
Right.
Tiff.
No, she didn't kiss. Yeah, Tiff, you didn't do the fist
You
kiss.
ain't kissed the fist.
Anyway, I don't really know. I ain't got nothing on this.
It's
crazy.
embarrassing.
It is really
It's
embarrassing.
It's
You ever take it
embarrassing.
outside?
For them, I mean, I'm just watching the senator,
put my
where we
earring in.
started, interviewing a panelist before a Senate hearing. Tell me something you want to think. You stand up then. I mean, where do y'all think y'all at?
Right.
We know how you act at home now, but you should keep it at home. And I tell you,
Please don't keep that at home. Please don't take that nowhere.
No, I mean, if you
Catch
want
a
to be
case.
big boy, then go do that out on the ranch. Go have your whatever. But I think Jasmine was onto something around, on the right, the more violent your rhetoric, the more ridiculous your claims and comments, the higher your trajectory is for not just campaign cash, but looking at this administration for appointments to offices. The more violent you are, the more accusations you have against you, used to be a deficit. These folks, oh no, badge of honor. Why don't you become Attorney General of the United States? That's what you get. You get elevation. So, Tiff, I think the incentive, unfortunately, is on the opposite side of decorum and truth, accountability, and responsibility for the office you hold, not for yourself, but on behalf of the people who elected you to represent them. All that is secondary.
Well, I'm embarrassed. I'm so embarrassed. Oh, Stacey Plaskett. That's who it was. I was trying to remember who I interviewed someone on my show. And it was Congresswoman Stacey Plaskett. And I asked her about the threats that Marjorie Taylor Greene had been issuing and just all this gully talk that they have. You know, Twitter fingers likes to talk a lot.
Yeah.
And I asked her, how do you anticipate handling that kind of potential violence? And she gave the best answer. Congresswoman Stacey Plaskett, who represents the U.S. Virgin Islands in Congress, said, Marjorie Taylor Greene may be dumb, but she's not stupid. And I just think that is the attitude that you have to deliver. Look, there are serious things happening right now. And we have elected the angry comment section to be responsible for legislating what is happening in our country. And I just think some of them might be on a FAFO mission.
Wait, Tiff, can you please just do one angry comment? Just do one angry comment real quick, please.
I don't even know where to begin. Well, we can start with the fact that Marjorie Taylor Greene was harassing a survivor of a high school shooting. Literally, for our listeners who are listening and don't watch, she's literally
walking
following these kids.
From Marjorie Stoneman Douglas.
They're not kids now.
Sad.
At the time, they were kids.
I was trying to get one that was funny, but I hear you.
But it is all sad and funny at the same time.
And ridiculous.
And ridiculous. Utterly ridiculous. But on a serious note, my serious question is, and I don't even think the three of us have an answer, I do wonder how might the Capitol Hill police handle a melee like that when there are members, because they're there to protect members of Congress. So if two members of Congress
not be appreciated for it,
right? So if two members of Congress, and you are supposed to be impartial, if two members of Congress are in fisticuffs, then yes, obviously you're going to break it up. But what if someone gets violent with you? What if you're someone who has different political?
I think they're going to post up in the corner and see what happens to
No, I'm going to tell you about the Capitol Police right now.
What?
There is one group of police officers who I will always love and cherish. It is the Capitol Hill Police. Now, it's a rogue one every now and then, but most of these folks are so down for the cause. There was a sister at Lisa Blunt Rochester swearing in, Black woman officer, and I said, I just want you to know I love you and I see you, sis. She was like, I appreciate it. They're just down for the cause. So I'm going to tell you right now, if it goes down and you see the tape,
okay.
If Harry Dunn in the room, if he come back in the room, he is riding with the CBC all day. So I hope they don't get in trouble for that. But I'm telling you, they ride for us and the members for sure. For sure.
Shout out to Harry Dunn, a real ass American hero,
and all
who
of
ran
his
for
friends.
Congress. Yes, and all his Officer Gooden we saw on January 6th. So I don't know. I shudder to think that we might actually see what will happen if two members come to blows. So we'll see. Hopefully we won't find out, but I think the way things are going, I could see this happening. All right. Well, there's a lot more on Capitol Hill. I want to get into these confirmation hearings. Also, I do want y'all to know, yes, we know Forever FLOTUS Michelle Obama is not going to inauguration.
Hallelujah.
Yes. And we have a lot of thoughts on that. We definitely are going to talk about that, but you will be able to hear us talk about that. We're doing a very special MLK show. We know it happens to be Inauguration Day, but the only day we are acknowledging that day is MLK, and we will discuss in detail a lot of things around inauguration, a lot of things around MLK Day, and we will definitely get into why Forever FLOTUS Michelle Obama is not going to inauguration. So that is going to drop on Monday. Be sure that you guys tune in to that.
Native Land Pod is a production of iHeart Radio in partnership with Reason Choice Media. For more podcasts from iHeart Radio, visit the iHeart Radio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you listen to your favorite shows.